From the rarest Enderman ever found to obtaining a bubble column block, these are 85 of the rarest things in Minecraft. Do you love armor trims but can't find them no matter how much you try? Well, I've got you covered. The moment you spawn into this seed, you'll see a woodland mansion where you can find the Vex armor trims. But go below the ground and you'll find this gigantic ancient city where you have a 1.2% chance to find the silent armor trims. It gets even better though, because if you enter the nether directly from your spawn, you'll find 2 bastion remnants. How does this world even exist? The killer bunny is almost as historical as Herobrine, but only a few people know how rare this actually was. Initially, Jeb had set its spawn rate to 1 out of 1,000, but he decided this was far too common and changed it to 1 out of 2,500, instead making it super rare. Unfortunately, Jeb removed this, saying it's an overdone joke and a random death event. What does he mean? This fellow is so cute. No, stop! What's better than a normal mushroom? A brown mushroom! This is an almost impossible to see variant that is found only when a normal mushroom is struck by lightning. That means the chances of this spawning is 1 in 1,024. However, they aren't just novelty. You can use a bowl to milk them and get a suspicious stew? I wonder what this does. I bet you $1 million that you've never noticed this next fact. In Minecraft, apples dropping from leaf blocks have a 1 in 200 chance, while for saplings it's only 1 in 5. However, what if both were able to drop from the same block? Well, your luck is off the charts since this only happens 0.00025% of the time. Have you seen this bowl? Looks pretty normal, but it's actually a super rare item. It's dropped when a turtle is struck by lightning, a super rare event. What's weirder is that this wasn't a glitch or random choice. Someone at Mojang made sure this happens in the game's code, and I have no idea why. However, there's actually an item Mojang doesn't want you to find. This leather tunic with an efficiency 1 enchantment should be impossible, but because of a crazy glitch, it can be found in some woodland mansions behind a secret wall. Even crazier, the item there used to be a leather helmet. I wonder what it'll turn into next. This large fern is weirder than it looks, and with a rarity rate of 0.3%, this one's pretty rare. You actually can't get these in the wild. She has cut large ferns into 2 regular ferns, so the only place to find whole ones is in a chest in a tiger village. I wonder what else they're hiding. But even crazier is the love golem. Oh, isn't he cute? The brother to the iron golem, these guys spawn in villages just like their steel-clad brothers, but we're all about peace and love, man. They were totally passive, even to zombies attacking their villager friends. I wonder why that could have been. The love golem was added in the Love and Hugs update, where Mojang blessed us with even more wholesome new mobs. Check out the pink wither. Have you ever seen anything goofier? Oh, you have? Oh, my bad. Instead of the dark and deadly damage the normal wither would deal to your world, this guy spreads grass and flowers everywhere, just like bone meal. Everyone has heard of the legendary Mushroom Islands. These are the rarest biome in the game, with a 2% spawn rate. But there is something even rarer, this giant mushroom continent. And if you thought these grids are meant to show chunks, you're dead wrong, because this goes on for nearly 800 chunks. Hold on a second. Why does it look like Australia? You've always heard people say that only noobs dig straight down because you're never gonna know where you're going. So how likely is it you die a horrible death? Well, according to Minecraft, 1 in 150, because this is the probability that you dig straight into lava. Wait, that's only a 0.67% chance! It can't be that bad. Somebody help me, for God's sake! Back in 2018, some players had the luck of a god and found 2 seas that had filled end portals. But some coders weren't satisfied with this and decided to take this one step further. By taking advantage of Minecraft world generation and some Einstein-level math, they increased the number of seeds to 65,534 on this site. Frogs! Look at them! All cute and tan. Oh, but I want a rare green frog! To get them green, you actually have to become their dad. Grab a tadpole and a bucket, take it to a cool biome, and put them in a pool and watch them grow up green. Oh, and don't let the pool freeze over. My babies! Speaking of rare water creatures, axolotls come in many colors, but one you'll never see in the wild is the legendary blue axolotl. This super rare creature can only be found through breeding and has a 1 in 1,200 chance of spawning, so you better have plenty of tropical fish to feed them. But how about the rarest ore in the game? Deep slate emerald ore is actually very hard to find, with a 0.15% chance to regenerate. It only appears in mountains and windswept hills, and only at depths that both emeralds and deep slate appear. Be sure to mine them with a silk touch pick so you can show your friends a super rare find. And what about the smiling creeper? There's not much to talk about here, but at least they're happy puppy. Wait, don't hurt me! Don't hurt me! Oh, puppies. Cute. Chickens are one of my favorite animals in Minecraft, but I sometimes wish they could do more than just that. That's why the diamond chicken was the best. I mean, they were bright blue, and instead of eggs, laid diamonds. Now that's more like it. Some mods even add these back, but with stone, iron, and gold chickens too, this is way better than mining. Although the gold does smell a bit funny. Oh, I think this might be poo. Most people think Alpha was the first version of Minecraft, but something called in-dev was actually earlier than that. This super basic version of the game feels a bit like a fever dream, especially when you see one of these things skipping past you. This, apparently, is a human, though I'm not sure their heads are supposed to move like that. I don't think it's healthy. Truly, the stuff of nightmares. Pink sheep are one of the rarest mobs to exist in the game with a spawn rate of 0.164%, but most people have still managed to discover these easily. Only true OGs know about the baby pink sheep, which is 20 times as rare with a spawn rate of 0.0082%. Yeah, if you manage to find this, you deserve infinite emeralds. If you manage to get the same seed twice in Minecraft, you should go be doing something else with your life because you're pretty lucky. Actually, pretty is the worst way to describe it since it is mathematically impossible at a chance of 1 in 7.9 times 10 more than 28. How could this many zeros even exist? You're a massive noob if you thought tall grass was a common block. It's actually as rare as a heart of the sea. You just don't realize it. This is because neither shears nor silk touch works on tall grass, and you can only obtain them through chests in savannah villages. The worst part is that you can find one of these in 2.2 chests. So to fill a double chest, you'll have to scavenge 7,600 villages. Is this a mistake or a horrible decision? Huh, Mojang? The bad decisions don't end there though. Large ferns which have a 3% chance to spawn on a block are only found in spruce villages, spawning only 18.6% of the time. But if that doesn't impress your friends, blast some of these rare screaming goat horns. Goats will round players or other mobs, and if they miss and hit a tree, their horns can break off and be used as musical instruments. Horns from screaming goats are extra rare and can't be found any other way. This rare portal is actually a block that you can pick up and drop wherever you want. You need a silk touch and a lot of luck. But if you use this machine to push you as you mine this flower, you could end up mining the actual portal itself. Drop it in the end and you can teleport straight back home, along with anything else that touches the portal. Lightning striking the same place twice is almost impossible, but with some of the rarest items in the game, particularly the trident, you can make this infinite lightning machine, where every bounce makes another strike for a crazy light show. Just a glance of a creeper in the corner of your eye is enough to send shivers down any Minecraft spine. But when they look like this, suddenly they're not scary. This is the nerd creeper. Another April Fool's mob, but one I really wish stayed longer. They were exactly the same as regular creepers, but when you killed them, they dropped this weird glitchy 3D item instead of gunpowder. This didn't do much at all, but if you ate it, it displayed an image of Minecraft's developers. Nerd creepers never spawned naturally, but if you typed nerd in chat, one would appear right in front of you. Wait, no, that's too close! If you're pro, you'll know all about skeleton horses, which are a super rare and powerful type of horse. But alongside these, there's actually an unused zombie horse mob in the game too. They can be summoned with commands just the same as giants, but unlike their undead brothers, they actually move without being tamed, and they're pretty cool too. You can ride them just the same as normal horses, and they even regenerate health over time. They're so OP that harming potions actually heal them. This means they're the only totally passive undead mob in the game. I hate Bedrock Edition! The only good thing that's ever come out of it is this super rare texture bug where villagers go to sleep like this. This is so unique that there are no other instances of this happening. I wonder though, maybe this guy's having too much of a good time. Cracked Magnet is literally the god of Minecraft seeds, and it's no wonder he managed to find this insane world. Not only is there a massive sinkhole, but there's a village place at the surface of the lake and at the bottom too. However, my favorite part is this cozy little underwater igloo. Who even lives here? Aquaman? If you're the proud owner of a few hundred horses like I am, you'll be shocked to know just how impossible it is to find horse armor in strongholds. These have an insanely low spawn rate at 2.5% in altar chests, and if that wasn't surprising enough, the chance you find all three variants is 0.001563%. What do I do with all these horses now? While there are 18.4 quintillion seeds in Minecraft, the math behind getting the same seed is gonna blow your mind. Thankfully, this user on Reddit did it for us, and figured out that you have to have a 1 in 340 decillion? Yeah, you know it's serious when the words are harder to say than the numbers. Ever try to catch a bubble? This super rare block is actually mined straight out of the water. Using this machine that dispenses water as you mine, pushing the bubble bubbles into the way of your Silk Touch pickaxe, you can get these bubbles as a block. You can even place them on dry land. This crazy glitch can be used for even more impossible blocks, like this block of water. If you try to mine the underwater plants with your Silk Touch pickaxe, you can end up with this. It looks like a pain, and when you set it down, it spills out like a bucket of water. Oh god, my head! Just kidding. This rare item is hard to get, but super fun. You need a creeper to get charged by lightning. Then, if they explode and kill other mobs around it, the mobs drop their heads as items. Wear the head and it will take a lot longer for the mobs to even notice you. But a mod I wish spawned in naturally was this unused pillager, and it's probably the coolest one yet. It's called the Illusioner, and instead of just using boring crossbows and axes, this one casts spells. And if you even just get close to one of them, it turns completely invisible and summons 4 duplicates in its place. I'm starting to see why these things were removed. They're so overpowered. Go, dog, go! Oh, what a shame. Speaking of Minecraft dungeons, it is filled with mobs that so far haven't been added to the regular game. One of these is the Ice Soldier? What a strange name. Thank God some game files call it the Chillager. That's a much better name. The Chillager is a mysterious, cloaked type of pillager and summons ice chunks that it hurls at the player, dealing damage and slowness if it hits. It was actually part of the 2020 Minecraft mob vote, but was just beaten by the Glow Squid. I'm looking at you, Dream. This is why there's an achievement in dungeons called Isolager's Revenge for killing a glow squid with an ice staff. But we'll talk more about the mob votes later, including a hidden Minecraft sea monsters? Quick, where'd you get slime balls from? If you said slimes, that's boring. The real answer is pandas. Or more specifically, baby pandas have a 1 in 6,000 chance of sneezing every tick which randomly drops a slime ball. But Mojang decided to pay attention to the weirdest details since sick baby pandas actually have a larger 1 in 500 chance of sneezing up a slime ball. Look at this absolutely incredible lava ravine. Mallow, why is it this ending? Well, hold on and let me explain. This seed you see is caused by some weird world regeneration bug in Bedrock Edition. What's crazier is that it's not only the lava. Everything in this world repeats from lakes, oceans, grass, trees, and even blocks. This seed is so rare that there are only 2 of these in existence. An even deeper secret comes from the creeper head. Use a creeper head in a firework recipe, and the explosion will take the shape of a giant creeper's face. But some secrets are so deep we have to go back in time to get them. Snowy grass was patched out long ago, but if you make a world in the 1.16 version of Minecraft, get an enderman in the nether to pick up a snow-covered grass block and put it down, then take the map from the game files into a new world in the current version of Minecraft, that block will still be there. Don't mine it though, or it'll be gone forever. In the Woodland Mansion, there is an item you were never meant to see in survival. In Bedrock Edition Beta 1.16.0.57, a secret lava room in the Woodland Mansion would normally hide the diamond block, but this version would glitch out, showing the secret barrier block instead. So many rare finds are in old updates, including the most powerful of all. Load Minecraft Snapshot 22W13 one block at a time, and you will find an insane change. The Endermen spawn with random items in their hands, including the rarest of them all, a command block in a minecart. This only spawns 0.0001% of the time, and for good reason. If you can get the rare command block out and use it, you can use them to get Endermen to drop the end gateway block that is normally impossible to get in survival. Use this code in the command block, and Enderman will now have the chance to drop this endgame item Mojang never wanted you to have. How about this sick-looking wizard illager called the Wind Caller? Apparently it possesses mastery over the wind, so it's literally an airbender. Wind callers fly around in the sky, using its staff to blow gusts of wind at you, as well as summon tornadoes beneath you, launching you into the air. Guys, we've just invented a new form of air travel. There's also the Mage Illager, a purple wizard that magically picks you up and then smashes you back into the ground without the yelling. But you can yell if you want to. Smash! It feels good. And finally, these tough, rugged mountaineers. They use their ice picks to attack you and deal damage that way. They're also able to dig their picks into the ground so they don't get blown away by the harsh mountain winds. Could you imagine if Minecraft had all these cool mobs and ideas? It'd be so cool! Silverfish are the most annoying mob ever. I'm not sure I've met anyone that likes them or even knows why they're in the game. But somehow Mojang managed to make them even worse. Back in the Minecraft 2.0 April Fool's update, they added redstone bugs, and they are exactly as they sound, having a chance to spawn whenever redstone was set off. The more of them nearby, the higher the chance they had to spawn, meaning they got out of control very easily. I mean, very easily. They're everywhere! Help! In Minecraft 1.13 Pre-6, there was a super rare bug where you could get 3 chests with a single double chest. That might sound crazy, but hear me out. This glitch only happens happened in woodland mansions when a double chest spawned on a chunk boundary. Because of some weird game mechanics, the chest would get split into two sides, one that acted like a double chest and one that was a single chest. To date, there are only a total of 3 known seeds where this happened. This bug should have stayed! But what if you're just lucky? If you're walking through the game and find this adorable little lamb, you might be the luckiest gamer alive. This pink lamb can naturally spawn, but it's so rare most players never see it. There's only a 0.0082% chance of spawning. You could fake that with dye, but one secret mob you can't fake is a rare and exclusive brown panda. You have to find this super rare panda the hard way. One item Mojang never even intended to make is the fabled triple chest. It has only been recorded once in the entire history of Minecraft, in an old version of the game. In the abandoned mine, back when mine chests didn't spawn in minecarts, they could spawn next to a monster spawner's chest, making a fully functional triple chest. A high-level secret that many players don't know exists is a conduit. This special beacon-style item creates an underwater zone where you can never drown, or hurting any naturally hostile underwater mobs nearby. It's so hard to get though that it needs a heart of the sea, nautilus shells, and plenty of prismarine just to function at all. But unlike redstone bugs, Wandering Trader is an awesome idea for a mob. But because of how terrible their trades are, they're kind of useless. However, Minecraft Dungeons actually fixed that by adding an extra type of merchant called the Luxury Merchant. This guy comes from a land far, far away and sells rare, valuable items that players haven't discovered yet. But it's not cheap. For certain trades, you even have to slay a certain number of mobs and mini-bosses. Nothing's ever free in this world. There's also the Mystery Merchant, who sells you loot boxes with random loot inside. But don't worry, these aren't like CSGO cases, and you can buy these with plain old emeralds. He gives you different types of gear based on what case you buy. So if you need a new sword and you're feeling lucky, you can take a chance to win a brand new enchanted diamond sword. Just don't get addicted. Talking about these votes, could you remember what the other options were in 2017? Alongside the Phantom, they showed us the terrifying Barnacle. Trust me, it's scarier than it sounds. It's supposed to be a huge sea monster found deep in the ocean. It would suck you underwater using its tentacles and wouldn't let you escape from its slimy grasp unless you managed to kill it. Which raises a question. Why would you want to kill it? I just want to be held. Each Minecraft world generates a total of 128 end portals, and the chances of one of these being filled completely is 1 in 1 trillion. But wait, how lucky would you need to be to have all 128 filled? Well, a Redditor user pinned down the probability of that happening to this insane number. To get an idea of how crazy that is, this is much larger than the total number of atoms in the universe. How many spawners do you think you can find in one chunk? 2? 4? Or if you're lucky enough, maybe even 5? Nope, the correct answer is 8. On this specific seed, you'll find 7 zombie spawners and 1 spider spawn within a few blocks of each other. But that's not all! There is a village, trail ruins, a pillager outpost, and an ancient city, and these spawners which exist within a few thousand blocks of each other. How is this even possible? Some items have only existed in a single update, including mad experiments like this special little chicken that actually lays diamonds instead of eggs. They don't taste good in an omelet though, and the chickens have a bad habit of exploding. One item you were never supposed to get is Bedrock. But if you put end crystals around the end portal after killing a dragon, and then quickly explode them with a click before the dragon resummons, there's a slight chance a piece of that bedrock will fall through the portal and end up as a usable block at world spawn. Check out this nether portal, or Pether Nortal? This reverse nether portal requires this insane contraption of update suppressor rails that lets you destroy pieces of the frame without this area of the portal breaking. Use water to break the intersection and you can fill that with obsidian, then break the rest of the frame and you get this mind-bending result. There was also a mob called the Great Hunger, which is a pretty powerful name for a mob that looks like this. He's just a little lizard guy, and he didn't even attack you. Instead, it was supposed to be able to add or remove enchantments to your items. But as we know, the grindstone ended up doing that instead. Poor thing. Imagine being replaced by literally just a rock.
And then more recently, there was a copper golem.
Hey! Give me back my job! Anyway, and then more recently there was a copper golem, smaller and less threatening than its iron brothers, but not without its uses. If it was added, it would have come with copper buttons and would have loved to press them, allowing for all sorts of automatic machines and contraptions. Stay away from me, Rock! I'm warning you. Turns out there's actually a bunch more golems that Mojang never ended up adding. First off, there's the furnace golem from Minecraft Earth. They're another variant of the classic iron golem, but have a burning desire to take out any mob using their fiery attacks. Alongside its normal melee attack, they were even able to light the ground around their enemy on fire, which caused real trouble for the village they were protecting. Then there's the Squall Golem. These guys behave eerily similar to the Warden. In dungeons, they start off totally still on the ground, until a nearby resonance crystal is activated. This is when they power up and quickly charge towards you, attacking you with quick, fast-paced attacks like a supercharged Iron Golem. They can even cause huge shockwaves that send you flying through the air. Hey, that's illegal! This impossible end portal doesn't have a frame. To get this, build a portal, hide a mushroom 1 block to the side and 3 blocks below. Bone meal it and the mushroom will grow and delete the frame. Do this on all sides and the portal will exist on its own. Just make sure you don't accidentally walk in. Hi, good dragon. Now this definitely should be impossible. This rare style of lava block is actually a weird glitch, where if you trap some lava, use a redstone block, piston, and slime to break the walls without letting the lava out, destroy the redstone, the piston, then the rest, you end up with a lava block that floats in midair. You'll need a lot of luck for a bunch of these rare items, so better get a rabbit's foot to help just in case, but they're rare too. They drop only a fraction of the time when hunting these cute little bunnies. Sorry fellas, it's for the content. Die! This rare item is a lot more dangerous. Get a bottle and scoop up the dragon's breath in the middle of a fight with the Ender Dragon. Chickens! I'll fry them all! I mean, catch them with my insane luck. In Minecraft, there's only a 12.5% chance that a chick will spawn from an egg. If this happens, there is a further 3.125% chance that 3 chicks spawn instead of 1. So, how lucky would you have to be to pull this off with 16 eggs? The correct answer is not a 1 in a million, or even a billion, but a staggering 1 in 200 trillion. All that for chicken? Nah, I prefer my beef instead. It is actually possible to calculate the largest cave system in Minecraft 1.6.4. After doing a bunch of crazy math, we can conclude that the possibility of this happening is 1 in 8.8 times 10 to the power of 52. But that's far from the craziest part. In this older version of the game, there are only about 281 trillion possible cave systems, which is a much smaller value than the possibility for the largest cave. Yeah, good luck finding this one. And we can't forget the infamous redstone monstrosity, a gigantic golem boss that's even immune to lava. It's a huge, hulking mechanical piece of rock covered in redstone patches with 3 glowing eyes and 2 massive horns on its head. It has tons of powerful attacks, including a fireball attack where it shoots projectiles that deal huge damage, a slam attack where it hits the ground and knocks you back like a TNT blast, and a summon attack where 12 redstone cubes leap from the ground and attack you. If you ask me, this seems way more fun than the Ender Dragon fight. I'm about to start playing dungeons instead. Sayonara, Minecraft. And the best part is, if you ever manage to actually take out this crazy strong boss, which I certainly couldn't, it's not even over. Later on in the game, you can come across the mushroom monstrosity, which appears to be the body of an ancient redstone monstrosity, somehow brought back to life by mushroom spores. Its attacks aren't quite as crazy though. It just like spawns cows sometimes. And this villager is so rare, they literally can't spawn on their own. There are no swamp or jungle villagers normally, so you have to get one zombified, stick him in a boat, take him away to the swamp or jungle and cure him there. Ta-da! The new look is very snazzy. An Enderman that's immune to water? Endermen hate water, but if an Enderman spawns in a cauldron full of water, they're absolutely fine. Let's hope they don't learn this trick, as they're already a major problem. Deep in the ancient cities is a rare and super useful Swift sneak enchantment. It is only available in loot chests in ancient cities and can speed up your sneaking speed. Get lucky enough to find a level 3 book and you're going the same speed as your regular walking. I am speed! Bedrock should be given an award for the world's buggiest mess, and understandably so. You've never noticed that there is a very small chance that if you use a weapon with the knockback enchantment, it will actually stack up. Wait, does this mean I can get knockback 1000? Jockeys have remained one of the most unbelievable mobs to exist, and for a long time, the chicken jockey with a 1.9912E 33% chance to spawn was thought to be the rarest version, even compared to the mushroom jockey and spider jockey. However, this Reddit user managed to discover a much rarer variation of the chicken jockey with a spawn rate of 4.3797E 75%. But Mallow, what's the difference between the two? Well, duh. One of them is left-handed and can even pick items up. This is so rare it only exists in one update, and you can take it with you outside the game. In the 20W14 Infinite Snapshot, there is a secret folder in the game files called Nothing to See Here, Move Along. Inside are 2 sounds, banana.ogg and banana.ogg. There are 2 versions of this sound, which is a tribute to the Sega logo. Have you ever found a music disc in a chest? Do you want to find them all? They're actually a very rare item. Most can be dropped by a creeper that was killed by a skeleton, but 3 of them can only be found in ancient cities, dungeons, or mansions, and 1 of them can be made by gathering 9 disc fragments. Get the whole collection and play that music loud! Speaking of ancient cities filled with rare loot, Minecraft 1.20 added these new buildings in the deep dark biome way underground. They're filled with new threats and new treasures, like the Silence Armor Trim. This armor trim only appears in chests, and only 1.2% of the time. Hope you get lucky.